St. Alexander's thesis statement is essentially that we don't give our players enough information when presenting them with the framework of a mystery. So we obfuscate a lot, we think clues are obvious, we don't give them enough clues. That usually leads us as DMs to situations where our players either ignored key information or were unable to acquire. So like one failed save could make it so that it's impossible for your party to solve the mystery or to get to the next step in the plot or to progress the story any further. And so what he suggests is that we actually provide many more pathways to success. So our job as DMs go from trying to absorb chaos by either railroading our players or by creating alternative branches for every single thing they might do, which becomes overwhelming, and instead creating a ecosystem of clues and information that can give your players multiple modes to success. If your players need to find a secret door, there's multiple ways for them to accomplish that goal. There might be a hidden key somewhere. There might be a journal that has like faded ink that says behind the bookcase in some cryptic language. There might be a guard that can be interrogated to get that answer. The leading worry about this approach is that you're going to offer too much to your players. You're going to spoon feed them. However, your players aren't going to interact with every part of the environment. So your job is not to spoon feed them, but it is to provide enough information in the environment that they could stumble upon it. If they fail one check, that there's something else that they can do to get to the next thing. And if you only have one or two options for that, it's very possible that they're going to fail the checks needed to progress the plot forward, and then you're the one who's stuck. So this 3-clue rule basically says that each bottleneck, each thing that must happen to move the plot forward, needs at least, and he says at least, 3 clues for your players to be able to get enough information in order to clear that bottleneck. It'll give my players more to work with and more to discover, which will fill the world out more. And you can create a feedback loop of clues where clue A might lead to clue B and C, and clue C might lead back to clue A or B. And based on the order in which they find those clues, it leads them through the path in different ways. So you can have the same scenario for multiple tables, but the players might move through it completely differently with completely different consequences. And so what you need to be thinking in your head then is, when they go down pathway A, B, or C, because they went down that path, what are the consequences